All right, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we're back with another video. Get in here, get in here. It's time to get into some things, okay? All right, guys, so we have to discuss this Zeus Baddies Caribbean reunion. We haven't talked about Baddies here in a while. I don't know why that is. We just haven't talked about them in a while, but the tea is getting so hot now, child. We got to talk about it, okay? You know, this reunion was some tea. I mean, the show itself was some tea, but like the behind the scenes tea was really the tea for me, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. And, child, at this point, we cannot keep ignoring the elephants in the room, okay? Now, first I want to say I love everybody at Zeus. Shout out to Zeus. Every time I'm around them, they're good. Janeisha, Lemmy, Natalie, Scotty, everybody, Broly. Any person I meet over there is cool. Like, they always show me good love. So it's not no tea. But, girl, we got to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, because I've been paying it, and I'm always watching. But, child, I just never say anything because I do love them, and I don't want them to be like, oh, mad at me. But at the end of the day, I'm like, girl, I got a job to do. We got a job to do, and y'all been asking me my opinion. And I've been paying it because I'm like, oh, girl, the politics of it all. But, girl, we're independent thinkers here. And, child, we ain't got no contracts. We ain't hosting no shows. So, girl, let's run it. So here's the thing. Baddies Caribbean, this season had like a lot of firsts on it. Like, first time for this many girls, first time for a live studio audience. I think first time out of the country. As far as cast, the full cast and crew and the show being filmed out there. So for me, I'm gonna be honest with you. While it was a time for first, this season, to me, in my opinion, because I've watched them all, this season by far was the worst season in Baddies history in regards to, like, you know, bringing outsiders in. Like, because honestly, the first season was pretty bad too when they had like the Bad Girls OGs on there. But this season, as far as like just bringing a bunch of different girls and auditions and stuff, this was not a good season. It was a bore. It was a snooze fest, and it was just entirely too darn long, if you ask me. However, they have made up for the season's boringness, dryness, and the fact that they were going to these pretty locations in the Caribbean, but it still just didn't translate on television to me. But this reunion, part one, delivered. And here I'm thinking, I'm like, oh my gosh, I just knew that we weren't going to get the DTB fight, the DTB to Seki fight right away. So I was like, I'm expecting this reunion to be full of trailer conversations, a boring lead up, and then boom, we got to wait till next week and really almost probably the part three. I feel like it can give a part three set, and that's probably when we'll get the DTB to Seki fight. However, this first episode did not disappoint. Okay, it did not disappoint. All right, so first of all, we got Janeisha on as the host, looking fabulous. Oh, by the way, I won't be posting any clips. We won't be using any pictures, any of that, because Zeus does not play with their copyrighted material. And, child, we have been striked by them before, so I'm not pulling up any receipts because, child, I'm not playing with them, and I'm not playing with Lemmy, and they're not going to take my YouTube and my Instagram channel down, okay? So if y'all want the clips, y'all want the pictures, I posted them on my Instagram, and you guys can go Google the clips of the shows on the different baddie blogs, okay? Because they don't play there. So anyway, so Janeisha comes on. She's looking amazing in her, like, I don't know if it was Swarovski crystal or whatever it was, but she had this bra on, and it was like a diamond bra and a diamond pantsuit or something like that. She looked, or diamond dress. It was amazing, okay? Janeisha never misses when she is on that, when she's on TV. Like, no matter what, Janeisha is always going to come with it. That has become her brand at this point. Saucy Santana. Saucy Santana was there. She had on a Rick Owens head to toe, I believe. Saucy looked like Saucy. She looked good. She gave what you would think Saucy to give. I actually enjoyed Saucy on the show. A lot of people said that Saucy was a bad host. I didn't think so. Maybe we'll have to watch the different parts, but Saucy seemed to give what the people wanted to see and ask the questions that, you know, some of the girls and the fans really wanted to know. And he didn't come out there just being overtly too much, jumping in and out of stuff, just doing the most. As from what I can see as episode one, Saucy was pretty cool. I think he was a great host. no shade. I have nothing negative to say about Saucy and what he brought to it. I thought he brought some engagement. It was entertainment, and you can tell that he's a fan and he watches the show. That is what I think that's important when they have hosts on there. You have to have hosts that watch the show, that know what's going on, because they can add more to the conversation. So I think Saucy did a great job being on there from episode 1. Okay, boom. So then we get to the intros. We get Natalie Nunn coming out there. For me, I really didn't like Natalie's outfit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think sometimes Natalie is hit or miss with her clothes. I think sometimes Natalie gets to a place where, if it's expensive, she thinks that it's cute. Sometimes you got to be a little bit more stylish. Natalie has had some really sickening looks over the years. This reunion look was a bore to me, and especially for her not to be, really having a fight. I just felt like Natalie could have came a little bit more dolled up, in my opinion. Um, Now let's get to the hot tea. Well, let's get to Jayla. Jayla was cute. I love Jayla. She's one of my favorite baddies. Honestly, when we get down into my favorite baddies, Rolly, I'm very biased towards Rolly. She is my favorite. I love her, love her, love her down. Jayla comes in strong second. Um, no shade. I like DTB too. She's the key. She earned her spot. DTB's a cackle. I live for DTB. She has that delusion that you need. And DTB, if she really stays on this path and gets her business set together, DTB, I could see her carrying the torch, kind of like how Natalie did, being a breakout and then getting her own network and then doing, a spinoff of, what kind of birthed her. So DTB, if she gets her business stuff together and she moves right, she could be a Natalie Nunn of this reality TV stuff, because she has the right amount of delusion and she's not afraid to get out there and get beat up and beat people up and look a fool. And you need a little bit of that when you are in this reality TV space, and you need that for the people to love you. So shout out to her. She's one of my favorites too. I like Scotty. Who else do I like? I'm trying to decide if I like Taseki or not. I like Taseki when she fights. I like Taseki because you could tell, Taseki knows how to fight, but she's just not walking around like a bully. So I do like that about her. But I also think Taseki could be a little bit boring. But then once she fights, you'd be like, yes, I'm so glad that she's here. But I feel like that's a blessing and a curse. We want Taseki there to fight, but Taseki doesn't really want to be known as a fighter. But girl, that's how you're known. So it's just one of those things. Least favorite baddies of all time. That's a strong tie between Biggie and Meatball for me. I think honestly though, Meatball by far is the worst baddie of all time. I just cannot get into Meatball. I I don't want to say I don't like her because I don't know her, but it's just her on the show. I just don't like her on the show. I don't like Meatball on the show, and not because she's not a baddie. Well, yeah, that too. Meatball, she just looked like girl, like Meatball. Like, girl, why would you like? You're not even carrying yourself. Like, I don't like the way that she carries herself. I don't like the way that she dressed. And then the biggest thing about Meatball that I just cannot take is that she's a hater. I do not like a hater. I do not like a hater. I feel like Meatball got a baddie's chain out of sympathy. I do not like that. I do not like a person that hates on their friend. I've had people in my life that you could tell were haters, and they all ugh. I'm trying not to drag Meatball, but they just have a certain look. You can just tell that they just been feeling some type of way. They've been having animosity for years and years and years, and they hate to see you win. They feel like you owe them stuff, and it's like, girl, get it on your own. Meatball just gives me a hater, and I just don't like a hater energy. So Meatball for me, and she just is a complainer, a hater, and I feel like they gave her a chain out of sympathy, and I don't feel like she really deserved it. So I really didn't like Meatball this season. And secondly, Biggie. I know I'm just not a Biggie fan, and I haven't been a Biggie fan from the beginning. I've tried to get into Biggie. I've tried. Biggie dresses cute. You know what I mean? She has some cute hairstyles here and there. And it's not even the look that bothers me about Biggie, because the look is whatever. It is the like, and I get it. Like, she's happy to be a part of the show, but it's just kind of like she whines so much. She's like, ugh, she just it's almost like she's just too happy to be there, too happy to act like, girl, I'm a baddie, I'm a baddie. Like, she just wants to be accepted by them so bad. She wants to be like the baddie, like first of all, you're not even one of the originals, but she just wants to be treated like, girl, she is like the original bad girl, and she just wants so much attention. And it's just like, girl, like, just be happy you're here. Like, she's just always feeling slighted or feeling some type of way. And Natalie's always having to apologize to her for something. And it's just like, poor Biggie all the damn time. And I just be like, girl, I don't care. Get her out of here. Get her out of here. So yeah, those are my least favorite. And everybody else is just kind of where they at. But now let's get into the show. So, well, let's just clock it. Chow, Janeisha and Scotty. That is what has been going on, what everybody's been talking about, because y'all know it's allegedly and it's rumored that, Scotty is sleeping or messing or having relations with Lemmy, the owner of Zeus Network. And, that's Janeisha's man or husband. I don't know if they're married or not or whatever, but I'm assuming that they're married. But for years now, it's been given that Scotty and Lemmy have a relationship. People been talking about it all the time. It's been, even last year it got leaked where Anna and Scotty were going back and forth, and the whole stuff came out, and Scotty was on record saying that he never gave her that, and it was like leaked phone calls. It was just a lot going on. It's a lot of hearsay. Nothing has ever been confirmed in their relationship. However, and we were all looking for it last year. We were all trying to see, well, how is Janeisha going to handle this, with Scotty being on, having to do the reunion the next day, literally. Because I remember last year, all that stuff got leaked with Anna Mac and Scotty and then DJ Sky, all that messy stuff. And then they had to film the reunion the next day. And Janeisha had to remain professional. But then we were all waiting to see how she was going to clock that and see. Janeisha managed to keep a poker face, but she really didn't. You can tell she doesn't really like to say Scotty's name and stuff like that. So the people noticed that. Now, as of lately, it has been rumored that, and I don't know, but, the people are saying, Janeisha and Lemmy had unfollowed each other at one point. I went to check. I think that Lemmy still follows her, but Janeisha doesn't follow him. Now, I would also think it's interesting that Lemmy still does comment under Janeisha's stuff, but she does not interact or engage with any of his comments. Also, Janeisha does not limit her comments. She does not limit her comments. And so when you go into Janeisha's comments, they be dragging it. If Lemmy comments, they drag Lemmy. If in her comments, they mention Scotty, they mention Lemmy fumbled a bag over you, and da-da-da-da-da, and girl, they be dragging it. They be spilling the tea in the comments, and she lets it rock. Now, she will like stuff, but, like, Janeisha gives me, like, she doesn't really fool with the baddies. Like, she gets there, she does her work. I feel like there was a point in time where Janeisha used to be around with the baddies a lot. Now it gives Janeisha don't be around and don't really kick it with them or don't really be on set like that. It gives me Janeisha comes for work, or she's at that office, or then Janeisha's out doing stuff with her other friends. And if Lemmy and Janeisha need to pop out on some Beyonce, Jay-Z, Michelle, and Barack type stuff, power couple, in the name of Zeus Network, they'll pop out and do a photo, but then they're going to leave separately. That's what I'm feeling like. You know what I'm saying? Rumor has it too that, people are saying that they don't even live together. So I don't know, child. We don't know. I don't want to assume, but the people are saying that, girl, they don't even live together. Janeisha live here. Lemmy live there. Some people saying that Scotty live with Lemmy. I mean, it gets really, the streets is just saying a whole bunch of shit, okay? But I never really paid no attention to it because, girl, I'm like, listen, I don't know. I don't want to be the one to cause no division. I've met Janeisha. I met Lemmy. I met them all. They're all cool to me, so I don't really know. I try to settle these people's business. However, it went viral last night because, girl, you could see, a blind man could see that tension, and you can cut that tension with a knife in that room when Janeisha entered Scotty into the building, okay? When she said, Scotty, she said Natalie Nunn, she gave, the boss babe, baddie, CEO, whatever, Natalie Nunn, boom. And then Janeisha gave, and then next coming, Scotty. And she was like, Scotty, and paid it. And when you have the mic and you do the intros, you're going to do the intros however you're going to do the intros. So, she just gave Scotty and paid it. Scotty came out and said, we don't forget the body. Because, Scotty is Scotty with the body. And Natalie Nunn, messy. And I don't know if she realized she was mic'd up or not, but Natalie's been doing this way too long to not know. And I honestly think that Natalie made it even go more viral because she added to it and said, you said, don't forget the body. Like, girl, she tried you clocked it, girl. You got, like, girl, it's some tea going on over there, and you felt like she was gonna try you, and you gagged it back. Oh, Natalie gave, oh, girl, you didn't come to play. You came to carry. You came to perform if she tried you. That's what it gave, because Natalie gagged like, oh, girl, you had to give, don't forget the body. Like, girl, yeah. And what it's giving me for Scotty, I don't know what got into Scotty over this last couple. Scotty's got a little thicker. She got a little change. She's got the Megan Thee Stallions and all the girls living for her. Scotty is giving me, girl, she's feeling like the queen doll. Okay, she is feeling like a bad bitch. Scotty getting a little, cause Scotty the body getting cocky, baby. Scotty is feeling like she's the bad bitch on the scene, and ain't no stepping. It's giving Scotty getting a little arrogant, getting a little. Scotty is very comfortable in wherever seat she's sitting in. It's no shade, and she's giving like, girl, don't forget the body. I'm like, oh, okay, oh, okay, well. Okay, and you know, remember just last week or maybe 2 weeks ago, Scotty was posting receipts where her was sent her $4,000 just cuz, and we don't know who that man was. But then if you go type in Scotty and Lemmy on Twitter and stuff, you know, type in, they not even hiding it no more. Then you see Scotty and Lemmy together out here, like little paparazzi like photo shoots or like pictures from like fans and stuff where they out and about riding roller coasters together, sitting waiting for flights together. You always see Scotty and Lemmy somewhere just out and about on the town or eating lunch or doing this. So the people are feeling like where there's smoke, there's fire. Now, no one is really addressing it, but now the tension is being seen through the show. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that at this point, something is going to end up happening because people are clocking it. And now Scotty is at a point where she don't give a. It is what it is. And she's also giving like, girl, and I'm not going to let Janeisha play with me. And so I'm interested to see what this is going to give, because if it is some tea, the time is ticking before it all explode, because child, last night, the world clocked it. So I don't know if they think that the people don't see what's going on, but the math ain't mathing. They unfollowing each other. Janeisha don't follow Lemmy. Janeisha and Scotty be on the Scotty. I mean, Scotty, Lemmy be all under Scotty pictures, and they be spotted out, post up, pictured up. Janeisha, you know, giving her a dry welcome. Scotty saying, don't forget the body, and then all the rumors and the audios and this and that and the third. Child. Y'all remember the time where they seen the picture in the background with Scotty and Lemmy? I think that's what people thought, because they saw a picture with Scotty and Lemmy on the counter. But y'all, the rumors that I have heard is just some crazy stuff. They used to say all kind of crazy stuff. They used to say that child, Scotty had cameras all in her house and he was being watched. I don't know. It was some crazy stuff that people just used to say. And I used to be like, well, girl, let me just sit back and just eat my food, girl, and just watch the show like everybody else. But last night, I'm just like, child, it's giving something is going on. And then when Scotty had went and sat across from her original seat, she went to go sit on the couch by Biggie and Taseki. Saucy said, Scotty, get back over here. Right? And Scotty again. See, I know this energy because that's something that I would be doing. Like, I'm talking to you, Saucy, but I'm really talking to her next to you, because I want her to know, girl, if you had a problem, you could have said it to me. It was given more like, because Scotty said, who whispered that in your ear? Who told you that in your ear? Now, I don't know if they're mic'd up or not, and the producers can talk, but it gave me, Scotty was saying, did Janeisha tell you to tell me to come over here? Because, like, Scotty came out already feeling like, oh, she's trying me, because, girl, why would you cut off my name? You know I'm Scotty with the body. That's my intro. So Scotty jumped up and who told you? Who whispered that in your ear? Saucy cleaned up. Was like, well, girl, you just being too friendly. You just, whatever. He said whatever he said, but it was given more like Scotty was like, girl, oh, she's just mad at their press, and then so Scotty was over there. She jumping, but her body looked good. She had the booty out, the cakes out, so she over there jumping and she's trolling. Scotty is over there trolling Janeisha, terrorizing her. Then Janeisha goes. Then I didn't see this until I looked on Twitter today. Janeisha goes, everybody have a seat. Okay, anyway. And I didn't see that. I'm like, damn, she did yell. And she's about everybody sit down or everybody have a seat. But it wasn't everybody standing up. It was just Scotty. But I don't even think she looked at it. She was like, everybody have a seat. Okay, now we're moving on. Like it was more like, girl, I'm not about, because Scotty was over there. Now, who told you that? And she was up there. She's like, sit down. Like, girl, I'm tired of looking at you. That's what the game. And so she sat down and then they started moving on with the show. So, the girls ain't really talking about it, but the girls are talking about it. And I don't know what that's given. I don't know what it's given. I don't know. I'm just here watching like everybody else, but it definitely was a little tension last night between the ladies. So I don't know if the rumors are true or not, but child, something is brewing. Now, if the rumors are true, like I said, I don't know if they are or not, but if they are, if I'm Lemmy, I'm a little nervous. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm a little nervous because if they are true, I just feel like Janeisha is way too quiet. She does way too professional. And maybe she's crashing out behind the scenes. I don't know. But she pays it. And when a woman does stuff like that, a man has to be very, very nervous because Janeisha, unless she's involved in anything crazy, she knows where all the bones are at. So my whole thing is you cannot expect a woman like that, if these rumors are true, a woman like that, beautiful like that, quiet like that, if these rumors are true, be seemingly kind of embarrassed in front of the world and taunted by the world and forced to have to work with this other one, like this mistress, and y'all are all in a whole thing and everybody knows, but nobody's really saying anything about it. And Janeisha just comes to work every day and she's quiet about it and goes home. Oh no. Shh. That gives me, girl, I'll get you. Just won't be today. Maybe not this year. Maybe not next year. Maybe not in 5 years. But girl, call me Janeisha, middle name Kathy, baby. Because when you least expect it, we're going to gag the live. And anybody involved, girl, better make sure they have their lawyers and stuff on deck. Because, girl, if Janeisha, I just feel like, girl, she's too quiet. Like, girl, what are you doing? Like, she not saying nothing? You just letting all of it, like, that's not, like, what is happening here? Why do people think this? Why are you not saying it? Why have y'all not cleared this up? And Janeisha's not saying nothing about it, but you don't follow him, but you still at work. And women like that, let me tell you something, women are very, very dangerous. That woman is going to get her lick back. I don't know how, but I feel like you'd be crazy if you're not thinking that woman is sitting there quiet like that, planning her leg back. It's no shade. It's no shade. That's not being messy. I'm just telling y'all how I would be talking to my friends. Like, girl, what? You would have to think that because who is going to sit up there if the rumors are true? I'm just saying if the rumors are true. Who is going to sit up there and be humiliated like that and embarrassed and taunted like that in front of the world? Unless they have an open relationship or unless that they've talked about it and they've moved on. However, if that is the case, then the tension shouldn't be that thick. where the world is kind of peeping the game, peeping the tea. So I don't know. Y'all will let me know what y'all think about that in the comments, and we'll look into that a little bit more. The next piece, Tommie. I love Tommie. You know what I mean? At first, Tommie was hard for me to really understand, and you know, I didn't like Tommie for a while just because about the parenting. You know, I get real triggered about mother and children dynamics, especially when I feel like mothers are more worried about themselves than their kids and stuff like that. But anyway, I've gotten over that hump with Tommie. So I've looked at Tommie as a reality TV star. Tommie is great for television. I love Tommie's intros. Tommie's fashion forward. Tommie's entertaining, and she's a fellow Gemini. So I like Tommie, and I believe that they love Tommie over there at Zeus Network too, because they are not letting Tommie go. Tommie will be crash out. She will destroy stuff, and they will bring her back. And Tommie knows how to light the fire. Tommie and Natalie made up. I thought that was amazing because, quite honestly, I'm over the Tommie and Natalie beef. The Tommie and Natalie beef is old, it's stale, it's redundant, and it's boring. So I'm glad they didn't get up there and fight. I didn't need that. However, what I did not see on my docket was Tommie beating the out of Bobby Lights all night. I don't understand why she kept whooping Bobby, but while it was comical, it was a little uncomfortable because I was like, well, maybe Tommie is just a little. But then it was like Tommie would get on stage and she would know what she was doing. But then every time she would see Bobby, she would just be red. And I'm just like, well, why is she whooping Bobby like this? And so when Bobby came out, Bobby just looked like he was trying to ask her for lashes, you know, like, did she need a makeup check? She thought Bobby was playing with her. I don't know. I've met Bobby. You know, I love Bobby. Bobby's cool. But, you know, Bobby, when he gets in his bag, you know, Bobby can get into his bag. He's like right in your face. It's just a lot of energy. It's just a lot going on. And so sometimes you don't know if Bobby is trying you or if he's being funny, or if he's being serious, or if he's being catty. So you don't know. So perhaps she took that as, Bobby, don't play with me because I know you. And I don't know, like, are you trying me right now? Are you trying to be messy right now? I don't know. So then she socked him. She socked him multiple times. I don't think that that's fair, though, because Bobby can't just hit her back, you know? So I don't really know where that came from. Then he came back on outside and tried to talk to her, and she was like, got up and started punching him again. I'm like, damn, why she keep attacking Bobby? He ain't even doing nothing to her. Like, I feel like it was a little OD. Not gonna hold you. I mean, I'm like, girl, you already hit him once behind the scenes, but you could have just told him to get up out your face or something. Like, you didn't have to keep punching the man. Damn, you went up there and hugged Natalie. Why are you punching on Bobby? But anyway, a lot of people were like, well, that's not right. That's not right. I didn't agree with it. Her putting her hands on Bobby like that. I thought it was a little bit of overkill to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. So shout out to Bobby. But, you know, here's the thing. I don't think Bobby minds it. I think this is why Bobby works over at Zeus Network because, you know, with all respect said, I'm just saying, like, Bobby is the type that, you know, this works. Like, you know, like, how do I say this? Like, Bobby is not afraid to crash out or, you know, be part of the crash out. If it makes good TV, who cares? Bobby will get on there. You can punch him up, sock him up, and he'll be online saying he loves Tommie the next day. You know what I mean? Like, just he knows how to make good television too, and I think that that's why Zeus keeps him around because he doesn't mind. He'll be cool. He'll get beat up. He'll look crazy. Like, you know, whatever it takes to make the show, let's do it. And you need that. Like, you need that because some people will be like, girl, I'm not gonna do this. Y'all not gonna make me look like this. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? But at the same time, Bobby is willing and he has it and he does it. He takes it and he makes it work. And I like, even in this situation, I don't even think that he really feels a way about it because hell, he's gone viral with the show and wasn't even on the show, and we're talking about him. So Bobby knows how to spin this and use it to his benefit, and it adds for the television viewing experience. So I think that, you know, as much as it was a big deal, I'm not going to go and be all mad at Tommie and dragging Zeus and doing all that because I know Bobby's like, shit, I don't care. You know what I mean? You know, he may have not liked it in that moment, but he understands, you know, what it is to make good TV, and Bobby will be right back over there and paying it, and he don't really care, and so why should we? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I do think it was a little overkill, but I think that Bobby can handle it enough, and he knows how to spin it to his benefit, and I think that, you know, shit, he might have liked it. Not like that, but, you know, like, girl, pay it. I'm trending now, too. So at the end of the day, so that was that part. What else did we see? Okay, so Meatball fought. I didn't have it in my docket that Meatball was gonna fight Tinkerbella. I like Tinkerbella. Tinkerbella's cool. I like Tinkerbella. Um, her and Meatball got it in. I think that Tinkerbella won the first round, and then that second round, I think maybe Meatball kind of gave it to her. It's no shade. Who else did Meatball fight? Slim. Yeah, that was a bore to me. I didn't really need that. Then Jayla. Well, and I don't remember exactly why Jayla wanted to fight Meatball, but I'm Team Jayla all the way. I think Jayla knocked her around a couple of seconds, and then it got paid. A lot of people was cheering Meatball on, and this, that, and the third. I'm just not a real big Meatball fan at all, so I just could have cared less. I like Jayla, so shout out to her. Saucy asked Jayla, about the N word in regards to Gretchen and the fact that she never called Mariah Lynn out. So Jayla had to take accountability for that. I appreciate her doing accountability for that, because that is where you cannot give Mariah Lynn a pass and not give Gretchen a pass. So, Jayla had to eat that one. Also, in regards to Mariah Lynn and Bianca got into it. Bianca beat the dog out of Mariah Lynn. She came there to do what she needed to do, and I'm so glad, not that she did, but that she did. I don't have a dog in the fight, but at the end of the day, I just felt like I've watched Bianca on Now That's TV, and I've watched her on other shows, and she came in like a boss. I didn't like the way that Bianca looked on this show. I don't know if it was the editing. I don't know if that's just what she gave, but Bianca just didn't get a lot of respect. She just looked crazy. She looked scary. She just looked. I don't think that this did her any justice. So I think that she built a little bit of her respect back on this, because Mariah Lynn has shown signs of being messy, sending out text messages and acting like she didn't know if she was going to have a problem with Sapphire again after her and Sapphire made up. Also talking bad about Tasiki, but then saying it was I don't know, but not really, standing on business when it came to that. So you could tell that Bianca did not really come there to do a lot of chit-chatting. Bianca came out there to defend herself and make it clear on where she stood and why she felt the way that she felt and why she did the things that she did. And she came to beat Mariah Lynn. And she did just that, okay? She beat the dog out of Mariah Lynn, had Mariah Lynn bleeding. One thing I will say about Mariah Lynn, though, as much as Mariah Lynn will get up there and get her beat, Mariah Lynn is not afraid to get into the paint. Mariah Lynn will stand on business. As far as that, I think Mariah Lynn is good for the show in regards to that. You may not agree with her and how she is with her friendship tactics, but I don't dislike Mariah Lynn, and I don't know why so many people just don't like her, but she ain't scary. I will say that. Maybe she gets offended easy, but Mariah Lynn is not no scary girl, and you can't ever say that she's scary. So you win some, you lose some at the end of the day. And it is what it is. But I'm happy that Bianca got her story out, and I feel like she's gained a little bit more respect, and people are a little bit more understanding of as to where her head was when she was coming into the show. Callie, Blueface's sister. I liked Callie in the beginning. I don't dislike her now. I just thought she would stand on business a little bit more. I thought she was a little harder. Like Callie gives me girl, I'm a fake stand on business, but then I'm like, I really don't want to fight. But okay, let's be friends. Like Callie's really a softie. I thought she was more harder than what she was. And she kind of gave me she didn't really want no smoke like that for real. So I was a little disappointed in that, because I felt like she was harder than that. Now, with that being said, that was all episode 1 for the most part for me. It was a good show. It was a lot going on, a lot of cattiness, and I cannot wait to see how everything continues to play out. And we're going to cover it week after week until it's done, because I'm interested in this interaction, child. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you guys watching? Who's your favorite baddie? And yeah, what y'all think about all this stuff that's going on? All right, guys. Until next time, keep that same energy, and I'll see you soon. Peace out.